Good morning. It's Roadblock reporting live from the Appalachian Trail. I have parked at Blue Mountain Road today and I'm gonna walk towards Palmerton and the big climb, but I'm not gonna go down and I'm not gonna go up. I think it might be about 4 miles to get there and then back. Today in my backpack I am carrying the rest of the cuties and a bunch of bananas, and I have also brought 12 half-liter bottles of water, and the trash can is sitting out again to encourage people to throw their trash away. Let's see how many hikers I meet today. It is June 10th. Let's go hiking. This is the part of the trail that we used to come up to when I was a little kid. We would come up in the fall and we would hike up to the first set of power lines, or well, it would have been power lines then, back in the old days. And then we would eat apples and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I think, or some kind of sandwich. I don't even think it's that far from here, but look at the trail. So, we have a lot of rocks here in Pennsylvania, but there are some nice spots as well. And you can't blame Pennsylvania for the rocks because they were rolled here by a glacier a bazillion years ago. All right, I have to see where the trail is. I'm already turning around because I left my trekking poles back by the water that I left at the Forest Service Road gate. Take two. I probably don't even need trekking poles because I do not think there's a ton of elevation change in this section, if my memory is correct. I do think the trail used to go through there, but this is where the Superfund is, and the trail keeps changing and being updated and restored. This morning I met a woman who was dropping a thru hiker off at Blue Mountain Road, and she said that she puts water caches up by Bake Oven Knob, which is like 15 to 20 miles south of here, where we hiked yesterday. I was going toward Bake Oven Knob. I'm going toward Bake Oven Knob right now too. I'm going southbound at the moment, so that maybe I will run into thru hikers. Anyway, I told her that my plan is to bring water when I come hiking, and then when I'm finished hiking, if there's still water available, to just take it with me. Otherwise, the trash just stays out here, and it's not good leave no trace principles. So I mean, I don't live close enough to the trail to want to just leave water here and then think that other people are going to clean up the trash. I'm still 30 minutes away. It's beginning to sound like summer. Got my knee-high compression socks on. Every day I was on the trail last month, by the end of the day, my lower legs are swollen, retaining water. I don't know if that happens to the younger crowd. I didn't hike when I was younger, not that intensely, so I don't know. But compression socks just help your body make your blood circulate better. And I think it does decrease or eliminate third space. So the fluid basically in your body is everywhere, but when it's hot and you get third spacing where fluid leaks out of your blood vessels and collects in all the tissues around the blood vessels, and that's why you get like the swelling. I'll have to show you at the end of this hike, which may be anywhere from, I'm thinking maybe 8 to 10 miles in length. We'll see what my legs look like when I take these socks off. I'm thinking they're gonna look good and not filled with fluid. Okay. This is the spot we used to hike to when I was a kid. It's only about a mile from the road. You can see the old power lines versus the new power lines. And there's a nice view. This is the spot. So the trail used to go up that way, but right now on the FarOut app, the trail is literally on the forest road, so I'm not sure. Like I said, this is the section where they're doing the biggest rerouting, and they want you to stay on the road now for the time being. But the trail used to come up from down there, and it used to walk on the ridge so that you were staring into Palmerton. But now the reroute has it going along the ridge line that looks down into the Lehigh Valley. So we continue on the forest road, which is lovely after that last big section of rocks. This is a nice break for people. I got on the trail earlier today than I did yesterday. I think yesterday I got on the trail around 9:30, and today I got here about 8:30. Haven't seen any hikers yet, except for the girl that got dropped off by the other trail angel. Okay. What do 3 blazes mean? I've never seen 3 blazes. That's the old trail right there. This is the new trail. You see this route mat? brand spanking new trail, and this is like a couple miles long, I think. It's beautiful. High quality rock moving trail. Gosh, this took a couple years. It's gorgeous. This is still looking on to the north side of the ridge. It's just up higher. The old trail is a couple hundred feet lower, I think. I really like kind bars. This one's really good. Okay, I am down 1 banana and 2 cuties because I just met a hiker, trail name Too Much, who's doing a 300-mile lash. And he's from the Finger Lakes area of, I forget what that state is, Minnesota? Michigan? Minnesota? Anyway, he thru hiked the trail in 2005 and 2010, and he had no memory at all of the rock scramble up from the Lehigh River being part of the trail the last time he was here. And I said, really? So now I wonder if that's a whole new thing. It must be. But it makes sense because of the area, and the ATC is all about keeping the trail on durable surfaces. And that, my friends, is a very durable surface. And given that this is the Superfund area, with all of the destroyed foliage from the zinc mine, it makes sense that maybe they rerouted the trail to do the rock scramble. It's hard, but it's a good preview of the White Mountains. That's what I always say. This is the view looking south into the valley, the Lehigh Valley. I mean, look at this view. It's beautiful. And Pennsylvania is a perfect preview of the White Mountains, the way the rocks lay here, without all of the up and down of the White Mountains. Reached one of those areas where they are refoliating on purpose. And I see a hiker coming. Okay, I just unloaded another banana and another 2 cuties. My pack is getting lighter and lighter. That fella's trail name was Roadrunner, and he started the trail sometime in March. So I can't remember the exact date, he said. Anywho, all right. I was able to give a banana and a couple of cuties to another thru hiker named Santiago, who started the trail on March 22nd. And his original number was 1511, and now he's hiker 409. It just goes to show you that either he's hiking really fast, or a lot of people have dropped out, or both. It's crazy how the number you get at the beginning of the trail and then the number you get at the halfway point changes so dramatically. I'm almost at my turnaround point too. So this is Reese's Cup.
Hi.
Who might get his name changed to Bear Chaser, cause tell a story.
Yeah, so basically I was close to George W. Shelter and was hiking in the evening, and then I run into a bear in a bear field. So he was like 30 feet ahead of me, and I did a thing where, you know, you raise your prick and pole, back off, say hey bear, and I back off, and he follows me, and he keeps following me on trail for at least 5 minutes, and he gets closer and closer and increases his speed a little bit as I start to walk back. Eventually I start waving with my poles like this and start screaming at him, and that's when he backs off eventually. Oh yeah, that was terrifying.
And you said that this is like the 6th bear you've encountered?
Yeah, this is my 6th bear.
Oh man.
I've seen plenty of bears since Virginia.
Oh man. Well, thanks for sharing your story.
Well,
and hopefully you'll hopefully that'll be the end of the bears. Although New Jersey allegedly has the most bears on the trail.
yeah, we'll see if I'll die.
I don't think you'll die.
No.
I hope not.
No.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
so that was near the George Outerbridge shelter where I was yesterday. And also yesterday I heard about somebody else having a bear encounter over there. So it must be the same bear. Crazy. Okay, this is where I'm going to turn around. This is the beginning or the end of the rock scramble, depending on which way you're going. I've only ever come up the rock scramble. I have no desire to go down the rock scramble. So it's time to head back northbound. Okay, I just gave a banana to an elderly gentleman who's through hiking the trail named Lucky. Yeah, my day pack is super light right now. I think I have about 3 or 4 bananas left and a handful of cuties. And I can finish those up during the week because I don't think those will, well, the bananas for sure won't last till next week. I have made it back to the forest road, and I hopped on this to go back to the BRT because I can. I just spent the last, I don't know, hour hiking with an older guy named Lucky who is through hiking the trail, but he started at the Pinhoti Trail on February 2nd. So he's hiking from Alabama all the way to Maine. And he through hiked the AT in 1976. Really cool guy. Told me lots of stories and how he has spent 95% of his time camped and on the trail. And he's looking forward to Delaware Water Gap because he has a reservation and he's going to get a shower. And he hasn't had a shower in a really long time. And I said, when's the last time you had a shower? Front Royal, Virginia, which is really far from here. It's like, gosh, a couple hundred. So he's been on the trail for like 200 or 300 miles without any zero. Well, he didn't say if he took zeros on the trail, but he has not been in any hostels since he went to Kincora Hostel run by Bob Peoples. That's just bonkers to me. Big shout out to Lucky. I just saw a couple of ATC folks, and the FarOut app is incorrect in that they have the trail on this forest road, and the guys from the ATC said the trail has not been on this forest road since 2008. So I do not know what happened to the app, but the app is incorrect. So back by the power lines where the double blaze pole was, you are supposed to turn right there and go up around that way. Anywho, it's okay. I will do it the right way in the future. I mean, I've already done it the right way once. It's not like I've missed any miles. I haven't missed any AT miles at all. I just think that's interesting. See if my trash can and my water bottles are here. Made it back to the truck. I picked up my trash and the leftover water. I was able to give away 9 bottles of water. I gave away all my bananas and my cuties. It was a successful, magical day of hiking. Now I'm gonna go to the grocery store. See you next time. P.S. The compression socks worked. Have no swelling in my lower legs.